Hey everybody, this is Mike with the One Stop Co-op Shop, and today I'm looking at Wyrmspan, the new spin on Wingspan with dragons instead of birds. A disclaimer that I got an early review copy of this one. I'm going to do a full solo playthrough. There's two solo modes, sort of. One of them is called Revel, but I'm not doing that one. I'm doing the basic one. And then at the end of the video, I'll give my thoughts on the play of the game for competitive and solo in general. And if you like the content on the One Stop Co-op Shop, consider supporting us through Patreon. You get early access to our videos and exclusive videos every month you can't see anywhere else. You can also listen to our podcast with reviews and interviews and design discussions, or come and join the conversation on our Discord. So if you've seen Wingspan, a lot of what you're going to see in Wyrmspan is similar. You still have 3 rows into which you'll be putting cards, in this case dragons instead of birds, and you'll often be taking actions to activate those rows and trigger all the little bonuses. And here are the dragons, the cost to play them, the rows they can be placed into, basically which caves they'll live in, how many eggs they can hold on them, because you're still getting eggs and gaining victory points for them, how many victory points they're worth. You got traits and sizes, which are going to be checked by some of the round objectives and like other dragon abilities. And then you have some different icons for their powers. These ones mean you do it right away when you play them, a one-time effect. These ones mean you get it at the end of every round, the little clock symbol. The most common one is this one with the little explorer, which means every time you take the explore action and move through the cave system, you'll get to resolve this ability if you like. And then also I don't have any of them in this little group that I grabbed, but there are flags that are end of game scoring. Added on in Wyrmspan is the idea of cave cards. So this is a separate type of card you'll be drawing along with dragon cards. And you're going to be playing them into these little square slots in the rows. And you can only play dragons into spots that already have a cave. So you start with 1 in each row, but then, you'd have to have more to put dragons into these other places. And all this matters besides getting their victory points and their bonuses, because when you take the explore action, you go through resolving each thing with a little explorer symbol, until you get to a minus, which is each of the spots where you could place a dragon. So placing dragons is going to let you get farther and going to let you activate more bonuses. So like here, because I have 2 dragons, I not only get to activate anything on the dragons themselves, but I'm going to get this and this and this. The top row, Crimson Cavern, is going to get you resources generally. These little symbols here mean one of the 4 basic resources. The middle row, Golden Grotto, is going to get you dragon cards. And the bottom row, Amethyst Abyss, is going to get you the cave cards you need to place to be able to play dragons. Now, all these actions come from silver. Each player gets 6 silver every round, and every action you take costs a silver. To play a cave, you need to excavate, put a silver there, and then you can play a cave into the leftmost open spot in one of the rows. If you excavate in the 3rd column, you have to pay an egg. If you excavate in the 4th column, you have to pay 2 eggs, but you can get rid of 3 resources to get a silver back and basically get a free action. Your second action option is to entice. You put a coin there, you put a dragon from your hand down, you pay the cost the dragon says, and that dragon is played. And then finally, you can explore. Each of the cave rows has its own little track here. The first time you explore a given cave, you only pay a silver. Second time, you pay a silver and an egg. Third time, the max you can do in one round is silver and 2 eggs. But all these things are cleared at the end of each round, so you'll get the cheaper costs again. At the end of each round, you'll resolve any round end abilities on dragons. Then you'll check how you're going to score the objectives. It's, I think, just like Wingspan. You have 1 per round, and the person who has the most, in this case, cast resources on the player mat or playful dragons on the player mat, is going to get the higher value. Second place will get the lower one. In a solo, all you care about is first and second place. And ties are friendly, so if you both get like 1 cash resource, for example, you'll both get 4. If you both have 2 playful dragons, you'll both get 5. For the Atoma, they have a starting value based on the round. So like here, for this one in round 1, they're going to have 0 as their base, and then 1, and then 3, and then 5 in round 2, 3, and 4 for the later ones. But additionally, some of their actions are going to put coins on these, which will count as like extra things for whatever the current objective is. And they also have some actions that will take coins away. So you kind of get a general idea of how they're going to compete with you for these, because this is one of the main kind of competition intersection points between player and Automa. Also, a lot of explore actions and dragon bonuses will give you guild movement, which is kind of like a little, it's this symbol, the brown shield with the dragon head on it. You move clockwise each time you get to a space or pass over a space. If you get a bunch of movement at once, you get whatever's indicated. So here, a free egg, a meat, one of the resources, a dragon card, a cave card, a crystal. But whenever you reach one of these brown spaces at the bottom or the top, you get to take one of your 4 player cubes and put it on one of these spots. They can give you endgame victory points. They can give you victory points for certain things that you might go for, give you immediate bonuses like playing a dragon for free or something. But these are exclusive, so if blue gets here first, then I can never take that spot, although some of them do have more spots for people to take. And this is kind of the primary thing the Automa is doing. They don't really play dragons, they don't play caves, they don't have a board. They're mainly just moving around here and they don't even resolve any of these other things. But whenever they reach a brown space, if they have a cube, they only start with one and then they get another one after each round, so they'll just unlock more. They get to place it based on their action cards, so that'll both block you out of things and also earn them stuff depending on the mode you're playing. And they'll also sometimes clear out the dragon cards and such, but besides that, you're just kind of playing a solitaire game and seeing how it goes. And the rest will become clear as we go. By the way, I'm playing on Automa level 2, so not the highest difficulty. And they are going to, through their cards, you'll see how this all works, get some dragon cards, some cave cards, some other things, so that's how they get victory points. And this is the alternate Revel difficulty level. We're not going to do that. But yeah, let's jump in and check out Wyrmspan. All right, at the start of the game, you get 3 dragon cards and 3 cave cards, and you get to pick 4 of these to keep. So often it'll be 2 of each, but you might want to have all 3 dragons or all 3 caves. First, we've got the green ghost, can only go in the middle, which is the row to draw more dragon cards. And it lets you pay a dragon card to lay an egg anywhere in this cave. That's decent, although it kind of takes away the bonus of drawing cards when you activate that row. The silent cobret is a hatchling, so these ones are fun. They are supposed to be like little baby dragons. They always want milk. In this case, gosh, 3 milk. And they cost an egg. But whenever you activate their row, you can cash something on them, which means you have to put it from your supply onto them, but it's worth a victory point. For this one, whenever you cash a meat, you get, a resource of your choice. So you can just get another meat. And then the key thing with hatchlings is whenever you do a third one of whatever they want, so some will want cards tucked behind them, some will want resources cached on them. Whenever you get a third one, you get a bonus. So here, that's supposed to represent them growing up. When I cash my third meat, the silent cobret gets all growed up, and we get 2 guild advancements. So that one's pretty cool. And what's our last one? The hostile northern fire dragon. Very cheap. Can only go in the top row, so I got 1 for each row, interestingly. And I should say, they're large and aggressive, small and helpful, hatchling and aggressive. And this one, whenever you activate the row, reveal a card from the deck. If it's large, tuck it here. Otherwise, discard it and gain a food. That's a really nice ability to just kind of get consistent meat production like that. Now, I should check the goals I'm going for. Cash resources. Only my hatchling would allow that to happen. Playful dragons is none of them, although that's round 2. Dragons that have a printed cost of 3 or more resources, coins, and eggs. Only the silent cobret would do that. And then helpful dragons, the green ghost is the only one. Okay, so right now, silent cobret and green ghost I'm kind of liking for the objectives. Hostile northern fire dragon I like most for the actual ability that they have. I could potentially go for both of these, right? Because then they would produce meat that I could then feed to the cobret. And just looking at other dragons I might go into, I've got the leaf-eating cricket catcher, another hatchling. Oh, and I can cash milk onto them to gain dragon cards. When I cash the third, I would get 2 crystals. And almost every hatchling is purple, so that's kind of cool that that's a purple or yellow row card. The great horned wyvern is playful. That's the second objective. Ooh, and that one's helpful. Interesting. Draw a card from the deck, and you may tuck it here. But if you haven't played Wingspan, tucking cards means you put them face down underneath, and it's worth a victory point, just like cashing resources onto a dragon means you put it on them and it's worth a victory point. You can also get eggs that go on dragons, and they're worth victory points. Everything's worth a victory point. And finally, a striped dragonette is also playful, so we got several playful and helpful options. And here we go. Here's the flag I mentioned. This is an end game scoring. Gain 2 victory points for each objective where your marker is the lowest or tied. Well, that's sort of a defeatist way to think. But yeah, okay, I think I'm going to keep the hostile northern fire dragon and the silent cobret and ditch the green ghost. And I didn't even look at my caves yet. This one gives me a silver, so basically it kind of is a free action to play it. This one lets me tuck up to 2 dragons from the deck behind any dragons. Some dragons benefit from that more, but right now it doesn't seem very attractive. And then this one, up to 3 times, pay an egg to gain a guild movement. Each opponent may do this once. Now, the Automa never does those kind of optional things, so that's a little bit better, but I don't really have any eggs. These are not great caves, y'all. I guess I'll keep these 2, but I really have no desire to play that one for a while. Okay, so that's my 4 cards kept. Next, I get a free egg at the beginning of the game, and I'll get another free egg at the beginning of every round. I get my 6 silver for taking actions. I can kind of like put that over here to make it easier to see. And then I get to take 3 resources of my choice. Let's go for 1 meat and 2 milk, right? That's going to be working towards what I can play at the second. All right, and with that, we're ready to go. We always take the first turn. And I think, you know what the hey, I think I'm just going to go ahead and play the hostile Northern Fire Dragon. So I put a coin on Entice. I have to put them in only the red row. You always go to the leftmost space. There is a cave there because 1 starts out printed. I pay the 1 meat to get them to come live there. And there we go. They are here. And just for fun, they include in the game a book of dragon facts, heavily researched about each of the dragons. And I've invited my friend Michael Attenborough, famous dragonologist, to comment a bit on each dragon as I play them.
The hostile Northern Fire Dragon is large and aggressive. These dragons are frequently disruptive to human settlements. They have been known to torch structures to create a diversion, then consume livestock in the ensuing chaos.
Okay, thanks, Michael. Fascinating stuff there. You can see why they get so much meat, because they're apparently just killing all the livestock. But that's my first turn. Let's show you how an Automa turn works. So based on the difficulty level, you have a different deck of 8 cards for the Automa, and you throw one away without looking at it for the first turn. And then you're going to resolve 6 or 7 cards. Their 7th card will either have or not have one of these like little X symbols. If that's the final card they draw, they don't resolve the card. So they're resolving 6 or 7 cards every time, but you're not sure which. And besides that, you just kind of resolve everything from top to bottom. So this one means they are ditching the entire dragon row and drawing 3 new cards, so I guess I didn't have to plan anything with it. This one means they are working towards the objective. You put a coin here for them, and that means now they count as though they have 1 cached resource on their dragons. Important to note, by the way, for both the Automa and the player, you cannot get any victory points first or second place if you don't have at least 1 of the things. So like if I never cashed any resources, I couldn't get the 1 victory point. Even if I lost to them, I would just get 0. Okay, and then the most important thing, based on the round, they'll rotate their guild markers, the indicated number of spaces. Here with it being round 1, they go a single spot. And then if they had reached the brown space, this would tell you all the benefits they get. They'll sometimes get a dragon worth 7 victory points at my difficulty setting, I think. Yes, they'll sometimes get a cave card worth 2 victory points. Or they'll sometimes grab up one of these, counting down that many spaces, not counting ones that are already filled. These aren't worth any victory points to them in this basic solo mode, but they still just block you up. All right, but so here they're not doing anything else, so that's as complicated as their turn gets. All right, so next is my turn, and I'm not really sure what to do. I guess I want to get another milk to play the Silent Cobret, and then maybe activate this and hope to get the meat, and then activate down there to feed them. So yeah, you know what? Let's actually explore the Crimson Caverns. So I'm going to take my little explorer, and you just go left to right until you hit a minus. So first I can get any resource of my choice. I'm going to get the 3rd milk I need to play the Cobret. Then I reveal the top card from the deck. If it's large, I'll tuck it. I'm hoping it's not. I want the meat. And nope, it's medium, so I discard it and gain a meat. I guess they ate the marshy webbed dragon. Sorry, dude. Beautiful. So now I have enough to do everything I want to do in the next coming turns. Okay, but I keep on going. Now I get 1 guild movement, and then I will stop. In this case, the 1 guild move gets me an egg. Each player starts with 2 general egg nests, but then dragons might have more. And yes, the hostile Northern Fire Dragon can hold a single egg, so I can only hold 1 more egg at the moment. And yep, that's it for my Explore. So let's go back to the Automa. They don't cycle anything. They don't get the objective. They're just rotating once. That's their entire turn. It's pretty fast. Okay, next I am going to Entice the Silent Cobret. That'll cost 1 egg. I'll pull it from here because some people want you to have eggs in rows for like bonuses and stuff. So usually I want to get rid of the ones in my general nest. Costs all 3 milk, geez. And they have to go down here in my starting cave. Nice. Let's hear from Michael Attenborough again.
The Silent Cobret is the only species of cobret that does not produce venom. Dracologists believe that the species became so adept at hunting through stealth that its need for venom disappeared, as did its ability to produce it.
Man, really makes you appreciate the majesty of these creatures. My kids have been asking about getting a pet dragon, and so far I've said no, but I don't know how long I'll be able to put them off. But back to the Automa. Ooh, they're getting rid of a silver, yay. Because I should be able to cash at least 1 meat on my character, so that means I'll be winning. So they're back down to 0 cash resources. But, to account for that, they are moving twice this time. All right, back to me. My path forward is a little bit less clear, but let's go ahead and do the exploration of the Amethyst Abyss. I know I want to do that. So first I'm going to get a cave card. And you can always draw from the top of the deck, but let's see. Ooh, gain any resource you want and lay an egg. Up to 3 times, pay a resource to lay 2 eggs. No, we're not doing that. Pay 2 dragon cards, then gain a cave from the display and play it for free. No. So yeah, I like that one or a random one. Well, this one's pretty solid. I'll take that just to be sure I don't get a bad one. What would this have been? Lay 3 eggs. Yes, I'm very glad I did not get that one. I don't really have space for that many eggs. Okay, then I get to activate the Silent Cobret. I can cash a meat, which I will. And anytime you cash, you gain a resource. I think I'm going to get, for the moment, just another meat, because I know I need it for him. And then I haven't cashed my 3rd meat yet, but I do get 1 guild movement. Oh, geez, which is more meat. Should I rethink what I did? It'll be fine. It'll be fine. And that's it for my 4th action. The Automa would have gotten rid of another silver. They don't have one. They're going twice around. Whoops. Which means we are going to resolve a brown space. So they are taking the 2nd dragon, counting from right to left. So they've taken the Scavenging Cricket Catcher. It's just 7 victory points for them no matter what. They don't really care about anything it actually says on there. Which is good, because I was kind of looking at maybe the Northern Griff Dragon or one of these other ones to grab. And then they also are slotting in the 4th down, 1, 2, 3, 4 spot here. End game, gain 1 victory point for every cost of regular resources printed on all dragons in one of your caves. So the hatchling's already 3 victory points with that thing. If I can get like a bunch of purple expensive dragons, that'd be pretty good. But again, they're not actually gaining any benefit from that. They're just locking me out, although in this case, they have only locked me out from one that has 2 spots. And they don't have any more cubes, so even if they manage to go around some more times, like to that brown space, they would not get to place more cubes. In between each round, they're going to get another one added to the board. So they can only place as many cubes as rounds that have passed. All right, so they have 3 cards left. Remember, they might not resolve the 7th card. We'll see what happens. But I have 2 actions left. Well, let's go ahead and do this, because it's free. I'm going to excavate for a coin. Oh, and where do I want to excavate? Well, now that I saw that thing, I think I'm going to excavate in purple and plan to hopefully put another person down there. So that gets me a silver, which means since this column does not cost any eggs, this one costs 1 egg, this one costs 2, that was totally a free action. Yay. As for the Automa, oh man, they are gaining another cash resource, which means they're tied with me now, and then they're going around twice. Okay. Yeah, so currently we would both get 4 victory points, them for their 1 cashed silver and me for my 1 cashed meat on my Cobret. Wait a second, I think I moved me to, yeah, so they should be there. I'm still back there. All right, so next, I'm a bit torn. I kind of want to get more dragons, but one way to do that would be to activate the Cobret again, because my next guild move is going to give me a dragon. So yeah, even though it's expensive, I'm going to go here and spend my last egg, so it costs extra to explore. So I'm going to get another cave I don't really need. I'm going to be able to cash again. I'm going to get another guild move. That's the main thing I care about. All right, so yeah, none of those caves appeal to me. I'll just draw off the top of the deck. Up to 3 times, pay a dragon egg to lay 2. God, these are not working for me. I just want like some basic resources or drawing some dragon cards or something. Okay, then I'm going to cash a meat on the Cobret, and I get a resource of my choice. What might I want? So I'm about to get a dragon card. I would really love one in the middle row, which means I guess this Northern Griff Dragon is the way. They can go anywhere. Oh, they cost a silver, so I won't be able to entice them this turn. Pay a dragon card or a cave to gain. That's really good. Oh, I just realized I totally forgot about, what is it? Playful, helpful, 3 or more cost. I haven't really done any of those. Well, these ones are both 3 or more cost, and they go into the thing that the objective would want. Rocky Rockbreaker. Activate 1 space for free with a cave from your hand when you play them. That's pretty nice. I do have meat. I need to get some crystals somehow. But yeah, they have 3 costs, which is for the 3rd round's objective. And again, they would go with maybe like getting a lot of victory points in the bottom corner. Or I could go for this Frugivorous Grazer. They're all shy. Yeah, okay, so going for this guy. I think I'll go ahead and grab a crystal. This is from feeding the Cobret. And then I get 1 guild move, which gets me a dragon card, getting Rocky Guy. All right, and their last assured turn. Darn it, I wish that was what they had drawn. They get 1 move, and that's it. All right, and my last action. I don't have the extra crystal for the rock friend. I guess I could lay this cave down. So sure. Let's excavate for my last action. So I'm going to go here, which gets me a resource of my choice. I'll get the crystal to get the rock guy down. Then I can also lay an egg. We'll go ahead and put it on the hostile northern fire dragon. And that's it for me. Let's see if the Automa gets a final turn. And no, they do not. So since this is here, we don't resolve it at all. So it takes us to the end of the round. We activate any round end abilities. There aren't any. Then we score this. They've got 1 cash resource, but Daddy was a good feeder to his little baby. My Silent Cobret's got 2, which means we get first place, and they do have at least 1, so they get second. Then this goes away, and actually we can just get rid of this. Doesn't matter anymore. Okay, then we go to the next round. This cube will go over here. They now have the ability to put down another thing on one of these spots. We're going to get rid of all the dragons and caves and redraw. We'll each get, or just me, we'll get 6 silver, 6 money, and an egg. And then we're ready for round 2, where we're looking for playful dragons. I have 0 of those, and right now they start out with 0 as well. And again, shuffle up the Automa's cards and discard 1 at random. Okay, so what I want to do first here, I think maybe the Rocky Rock Breaker might be good, because I don't love any of my my caves, so I'd kind of prefer to maybe get some new cave cards before I play anymore. So sure, let's take an Entice action for my first. I'll put Rocky down here. That's my only meat and both my crystals.
Most species of rockbreaker use their powerful jaws to dig the tunnels that they call home. The rocky rockbreaker, on the other hand, does the majority of its digging with its curiously strong toes.
Oh, I forgot. I get to excavate a space for free when I do this. I guess I could do this up to 3 times pay an egg to gain a guild move. Sure, let's try it out. I'm going to go here because that would cost an egg normally, and since it's free, it doesn't. So I might as well take advantage of it. So I'll have no eggs for extra actions at the moment. That's kind of dangerous. But I'm getting 2 guild moves, and again, the Automa never does. He's like optional for the opponent bonus things. So I get a cave and a crystal. Get a dragon card and a guild move, or get a gold and a dragon card. Yeah, I'm going to get the dragon and the guild move. Let's see, that's more my speed since I have no dragons at the moment. Okay, and then for the first Automa card, they are going to get 1 playful dragon, and then move twice. That's it. And I still have 0 playful dragons. I should probably try to get at least 1 to get the 2 victory points locked in, but there aren't any on the offer right now. Now for my next action, I want to excavate, because I want a dragon card. So I'll go here since that's the only one that doesn't cost an egg to place. And I'm getting a dragon and a guild move. Play 1 dragon from your hand or the display, ignoring all money costs. That's really good. When I see the scaly rock dragon that costs a ton. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, so, sorry, what am I getting? I'm getting a dragon card and a guild move. So I don't want to get that dragon because this lets me play a dragon from my hand or the display. So do I want this one? Pay a resource, to activate the when played ability on a dragon on my player mat, so I could use like one of these excavate for free things again. Yeah, so I'll get them to my hand and then replace them. Okay, and that one is fine, but not anything that I want to play, and there's still no playful dragons. Okay, then for the cave, I also get the guild move, which lets me put one of my tokens down, and yes, I'm going to play a dragon from my hand or the display, ignoring all regular resource costs. So I'm going to play the scaly rock dragon for free into the first spot here, and I get to excavate a space for free with a cave from the display, and I think I want to get a meat. So let's do this one. And I'm not going to do the 4th spot because I don't have 3 things to discard to get a coin back. So even though it will cost me an egg more later, I'm going to go up here. Then I get an egg and a meat. So now I'm not eggless. That's good. Put it here, I guess. And with that awesome bit of combo-liciousness, let's hear about our new dragon.
Thanks to its stone-like coloring and the intricate pattern of its scales, the scaly rock dragon is a master of camouflage and is well suited to mountainous regions.
They can be suited to whatever region they want. I'm just glad that I got him for free. All right. And, helpful. Yay, helpful. I didn't even notice this, but helpful is the final objective, so I'm not going to be shut out of that one. It looks like playful I might still not be doing great on. So, phew, that was an eventful turn. They're getting rid of their coin. So now they have no playful either. And then they're getting a single rotation, which does get them another brown. So they're getting the second dragon, the contrary lung dragon, for 7 victory points. And they're getting the 4th down, 1, 2. They skip mine, 3, 4. Okay, so they're taking this 6 victory points at the end of the game, which is a pretty solid spot for sure. All right, so what do I want to do now? I don't need to play caves for a while. I only need 1 more crystal to play this dude, but I want to have an extra resource before I do that because I can pay that extra resource when I play them to activate the when played ability on like this dude, and excavate another cave for free. So I really want to get 2 more resources, a crystal and anything else. Now that one, the Northern Dragon might give me the meat. So yeah, that's true. If I activate this row, I have a decent chance of getting exactly what I need. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'll go here. I need, what, another crystal. So I'll get that for the regular thing. Now I'll reveal a card from the deck and hope it's not large. And nope, it's a hatchling, so it gets discarded and I get a meat. Awesome, so now I have everything I wanted. And then I'm going to do a guild activation, which gets me, an egg. I'll take that. Okay, Automa is just going around twice. And at this point, they can't do anything if they reach a brown space. I'd actually rather them reach around brown space to slow them down since they have nothing to actually place with it. All right, so now that I've got all the resources, I'm going to entice the Keen Cricket Catcher up here where they can go. That cost me 2 crystals and a meat. And then when played, I can pay any resource, this meat, to activate the when played ability in any other dragon. I'm going to activate the Scaly Rock Dragon to excavate a space for free with a cave from the display, because I don't like this cave I have. And I want to get a meat back for my Cobrettes. I'm going to go ahead and get this one, gain a meat and a gold. And again, I don't have anything to get the bonus, so I don't want to waste my chance for a free silver. So I'll go there and get a gold and meat. Definitely get my cave game going quickly. There we go.
The keen cricket catcher's sharp claws are used solely for climbing trees in search of dragon worms, as well as grubs and other insects.
And hey, once again, I'm not really paying attention, but that's another helpful, so I'm setting myself up for that final objective. And what was the third one? Ooh, dragons that have 3+ printed cost. That's like almost every dragon I've played. I think I have 4 so far. So I'm almost certainly going to win that one. Helpful, I have a good shot at. Again, playful, I think I might just be locked out of. That's fine. But Automa, what you got for me? Nothing except a rotation. Just one. Okay. All right, so I've got potentially 2 actions left. I think I want to activate this row. I could activate this one and get some more resources. I need some more dragon cards. Maybe I activate this row. Although I see in 2 more guild moves, I'll get a dragon card for free. And then I could play that pretty easily. So maybe I do like this one, then this one, and then next turn I'll do the dragon cards or something. By the way, you can stop early. You don't have to spend all your silver. I've never seen a reason to do so, but I'm sure it makes sense sometimes. Oh, I forgot. The Cobret is going to get me 2 guild moves by itself, so I can probably, I think I can get the dragon I want to play. Okay, so I'm going to do this. First, I get a cave. Oh, and this one actually getting a gold and a dragon card, because again, I'm feeling a little poor on those. Seems pretty good. And here's the big one. Daddy's baby is all growed up. I'm going to put my 3rd meat on the Cobret. I get a resource of my choice. The person that I'm looking at grabbing needs a crystal to go with the gold I already have. And then since it's my 3rd meat, I also get 2 guild moves, which gets me another gold and a dragon. And yeah, I'm going to get this quartzy rock breaker. I don't really love the ability, but I just want to be the only person who can go in the gold at the moment. Okay, and then I get another guild move and another cave. Wow. Ooh, the guild move is an extra silver. Hello, bonus action. And then the cave, I like that one. I still don't think I'll probably ever pay that one. Ooh, pay 2 caves and draw a cave from the deck and play it for free. Now that all the caves cost 2, it's actually pretty good. And I do have like a lot of extra caves. But I like this one. Ooh, and this one gets me resources. I don't want to pay eggs. I don't really have good eggs. Yeah, let's get the resource one. Because remember, when I go in these spots, I have to pay the 2 eggs. But then if I have 3 things to discard among resources, extra cave cards, and extra dragon cards, I can get a silver back. So like having it'll give me a lot of resources will make that easier to accomplish. Eggs are kind of my main thing slow me down at the moment. All right, and Automa, is getting rid of all the dragons. Glad I grabbed the one I wanted a second ago. And they're getting a playful dragon, which doesn't matter for me because I still have none, although I guess it is the question of whether they get 5 or 0 victory points. And they're rotating once, which does not get them to a bonus yet. They got 2 cards left. Hopefully they don't activate the last one again. All right, then coming to me, let's entice another dragon, the Quartzy Rock Breaker. It'll leave me with a gold. And that's it. When I activate them, I'll get cave cards. God, all these cave cards. But the main thing I wanted was to get to this second gain a dragon action if I activate this row.
Despite its large size, the Quartzy Rock Breaker is surprisingly nimble. It can squeeze through impossibly small holes, presumably due to its ability to dislocate most of its joints.
That one got a bit more disturbing than I thought right at the end there. But it's okay. Good job, Quartzy. Don't let anybody put you in a corner. All right, and Anima, what you doing? Oh, man, another... Well, I guess it doesn't matter, right? I was already losing it with 0. So they get another playful dragon, and they go around once. Oh, so this is going to determine whether or not they get another brown or not. I really want to get, I think, that end game scoring thing, because at this point it's already worth 6 victory points for me if I pick that purple row, and it'll probably be more. But for my final turn, I just need some dragons. So I'm going to activate this. So I'll get a dragon card, a guild move, a cave card, another dragon card. Lots of cards coming. All right, so dragon... another one that costs... Oh my gosh, these both cost silver. That's a great ability, though. And helpful is good. It wouldn't help with the other goals. And I have the gold, one of the things that they need. Ooh, this one would let me... If I play them, I would get a dragon card right back. I would draw 2 from the deck, keep 1, and tuck 1 under a dragon, which is just a victory point. What's this one? Gain 1 victory point for each shy dragon in an orthogonally adjacent space. I think the best I could do with that is like 1. Well, let's take my chance for the first card draw. Just do random. Beckoning a cricket catcher, another cricket catcher. I got a keen cricket catcher. This one is small, aggressive. At the end of each round, you can gain a dragon and then tuck it under any dragon. That's pretty wah-wah, because I'm about to go into round 3 without getting the bonus of it, because I won't have time to play it. All right, then I'm getting a guild move and a cave and a dragon. Guild move's getting me milk. Yay. Cave, I already have so many. Ooh, actually, this one's pretty good, though. Gain 2 different benefits. The opponent gains 1. No, they don't. So it's just me picking 2 things for myself. And then last was a dragon. Okay, I think this one's kind of crud, so I will get the splitting golden hydra, I think. All right, so I got a lot of cards, some resources. I should be in a decent place for round 3. But first, let's see if the Automa gets... they do get a final turn. They got rid of one of their own silver, which doesn't matter because they still have 1 and I'm not competing. They do get a move, which means they're getting a dragon and a cave. The cave part barely matters. That's only 2 victory points, but them getting the dragon, that's pretty rough. And that'll take us to round 2. No end of round abilities. They win the playful. I get 0 because I didn't have a single playful, but I am set for the other ones in the rest of the game. And then they get another token to place over here. But they just went there, so that's good. I really want to get, again, this one. We're going to reshuffle all the cards, and I'll get an egg and 6 silver. So going into round 3, it's dragons that have a printing cost of 3 more resources, coins, and eggs. Oh, so any 3 resources. They're starting with 2 of those for round 3, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have a pretty commanding lead. They haven't gotten over 1 silver for any of these. And especially if I can play 1 more, I don't think I could possibly lose. Okay, so I've got... not enough resources. I don't know if I said you can trade 2 of any resource for 1 of another. Or sorry, just 2 of any resources. They don't have to be like of the same type. But even with that, I can't quite play either of these because I don't have a meat or a crystal. Well, so that being said, let's just get some resources, right? So I get 1 resource, then I might get a meat, then I get a guild move, and then I get another resource. So since I might get a meat, let's get the crystal. Leave my options open for playing these dudes. Now let's see if this one finally... Nope, they cannot find a large to save their life. But again, I'd rather have the meat, so that's fine. Guild move and another resource. Ooh, and good. This is to get... I want to get this one, because again, it's at least 6 victory points for my purple row. And if I get a few more dragons in there, it could be a lot more. And then for the other resource, I guess I'll get another gold. That leaves me capable of playing both of these people. I mean, again, I don't really like that one that much, and it's not helping me with any of the victory conditions, but it's 4 victory points, and it would fill out this row so you can get to the end, because the end actions, if you can get the row fully filled when you activate the row, are really good. They let you use like the extra things you're getting, like this one lets you use extra dragon cards since you're getting a ton of dragon cards. This one lets you use extra caves since you're getting a ton of caves. They let you use them in cool ways. All right, now I'll take my first turn. Just a triple rotation now. Yeah, they get a lot more stuff a lot more quickly in the later rounds. Then for me, I think I'm going to entice this one. I don't know if I'll actually play the other one. So that's a gold and a crystal. And I get to draw 2 dragons, keep 1, and tuck 1. I'm kind of looking for something better than what's in my hand. Ooh, the 2 times tuck cards from your hand here each time you do gain a resource. Or the fastidious horned dragon. Helpful is what I'm looking for. Playful. You are too late, you playful sir. But I could pretty easily get them down here, and that'd be 2 more victory points for my my thing that I just marked off with a cube. So yeah, even though I have the stuff to spend on them and don't for them, I think I'm going to keep this one and tuck them. I don't know, here, Rocky, have a friend, eat somebody. And we only get a few more of these. Hopefully you're not hating them. Let's hear about the splitting golden hydra.
The splitting golden hydra is the only known species with a bifurcated cerebrum, which evenly splits the hydra's cognitive processes across two nearly identical heads.
That's it's weird. I guess thinking about how a Hydra would actually work, yeah, that kind of makes sense. Sure. All right, and then Automa, nothing except a double move. Okay, let's see. I'd kind of like to get some resources to play our fastidious friend. So with that, let's actually excavate. I'm going to put this one down. So it cost me 2 eggs. Do I only have 2 eggs? No, I have 3 eggs. Although this rightmost space, when I activate that row, is going to get me a ton of eggs. When I activate, what am I talking about? I'm not going to have enough people to put there yet. Okay, and then I get 2 different benefits. So I'm going to get a resource of my choice and get the crystal I need to play that dude. And then guild move, cave card, dragon card. I think guild move, because I have a ton of cards. Yeah, let's get that. And then if I trash 3 things out of cards, caves, or dragons, and or basic resources, I can get another coin back. Yeah, the only cave I think I want is that one. So I'll do 2 of those. And then I didn't really like one of these. Oh, yeah, this one. Let's get rid of that tucking card one. So I didn't pay any resources, but that gets me a 7 silver coin for the turn. So that was sort of a free excavate in a way. All right, back to the Automa. They are cycling the dragons. Fine. They're getting their first silver, so that brings them to 3 versus my 4, because I haven't played any new ones. And they're going around twice, which means they get the second dragon. Oh, I guess once I deal them out. The Puck's Horned Drake. Oh, he's cute. And they get the second thing down. This one would have gotten a silver and 2 resources. That's fine. All right, back to me. Let's get our buddy out, the fastidious horned dragon. Put them here for gold and a crystal, and I'll gain a milk every time I activate this row.
Males of this species attract females through elaborate courtship rituals, in which they fly in elaborate patterns, letting sunlight glisten off their bright blue scales. To keep their scales shiny, males spend significant time grooming, rightly earning the name fastidious.
Man, I am down to 1 card, people. I need to get some more dragons. All right, what are they doing? They're getting, oh man, another silver. They've tied me. Dude, if they beat me, I'll be so mad. Come on, they gotta like lose a silver at some point. And a single rotation. That's cool. I guess I could try to get down another 3-cost dragon myself. On that note, let's activate the card draw things. I need to get some more dragons. So I get a dragon first, then, well, I get a bunch of stuff. Let's do the dragon first. So let's see, I have a meat and a milk. So the meat could work for some of these dudes. Pay, ooh, this one's really good. Pay a resource when I put this down to play a dragon from the display for free? For free, y'all? Yeah, that's pretty dang good. Ooh, and he's a 3 cost. Even though he's 2 silver, I can afford him. Well, I don't have the crystal to play him, but still, I kind of like this dude. And he's helpful, which is next round. Yeah, we're definitely getting this one. All right, so that was my dragon. And what is it? Guild, cave, dragon, egg. Guild, I get a meat. Cave, I can only put 2 more down. Feel like resource, or maybe cave and guild movement? Nah, let's get gold. And then a dragon card. Well, this one's going to let me play a dragon from the display for free, so I don't necessarily care. And probably I'm going to play a dragon that goes down here. So I'd rather grab up some dragons that can go in the middle. We'll get this one. Oh, this lets me play a dragon from the display for free too. Oh my gosh. Let's get some combos going, hopefully. And then I got an egg. I got lots of spots for them now and not enough eggs to go around. All right, all right. Ooh, they lose a silver. That's what I wanted to see. I'm back in the lead. And they're moving 2. Okay. Okay. Is there any way for me to get this lung dragon out? I could if I use my meat and milk to sub as a crystal, but then I wouldn't have an extra dragon or an extra resource to play a dragon for free. So that would not work. Ah, crud. But then if I do anything else, I won't have the extra silver to play him. Crud. Yeah, like I could play a cave to get meat and a gold, and then I could discard this and 2 resources to get back the coin, but there's still no way to get a crystal from that, and I'm not getting enough resources to make the trade. Dang it. Yeah, I don't think there's any way to get that guy played for like a huge end of this round. All right, well, that's fine. Let's just set it for next round then. So I'll go ahead and activate the grotto. So I'm going to get a cave first. I'm actually going to grab a random one, see if I get something better. I just gain a silver. Okay. Then I will definitely tuck a meat, even though he's grown up, because it will still let me pick a resource of my choice. There's the crystal I need to play that guy when I have the silver for it. I'll get a guild rotation. Oh, it gets me a dragon card. Let's see. If I play this one and then play this one, those are both display for free, and I only have 4 spots left on my board. So, oh, that would actually finish up. So I don't really care about who I get. I actually don't want to get ones that I could play for, although I guess everything's going to go away, so it doesn't matter. So sure, I'll get this guy, whatever. Okay, and then I get a cave, a milk, and an egg. Let's do the easy ones. Eggy, milky, and then cavey. Again, I'm going to go for something random. Swap the location of any 2 dragons. I don't care. That matters for some powers, not for any of mine. Okay, and oh, they got a silverback. They tied me again, you butts. And then how much are they rotating? 2. Oh, no, they don't have another blue thing, but they still do this. They're getting the second dragon and the second cave. All right, and then I don't know what to do for my final turn. Well, I guess I need to lay down some caves to like fit all these dragons. Ooh, what if No, I wouldn't have enough stuff for this. Never mind. I'm still trying to figure out some way to get the erudite lung dragon played this turn. So yeah, let's go ahead and excavate. I guess this one. So it's going to cost me 2 eggs, and I get a meat and a gold. Then I can pay 3 things to get a silver back. I want to play both of these dudes because they're going to let me play a dragon for free from the display, which means I just want to get rid of this one. And then I only need 1 more cave, so that's 1. These what I like the best. I guess I do need more gold, so maybe this one lets me gain a gold. Sure. All right, so I'll ditch these 3 things and keep all my resources for now. That gets me back a silver for use in a moment. Okay, and their last maybe action, no, but they did lose a silver, so that was actually good, because now they lost the tie, so it's going to cost them like 3 victory points. But what, they rotate 4 times? That was a I'll talk about this in my review. That was a big swing, the fact that that card activated. That's fine, that's fine. Okay, now what do I want to do? I guess I could put down another cave, and then just like go wacky wild with a dragon playing in a moment. Well, no, because if I put down another cave, I'd have to spend 2 eggs, and then I wouldn't have anything to do with the extra silver. So let's activate one of these again. So what do I need? I got all the dragons I want to play. Oh, except this one I need to pay a dragon card. So I do need 1 extra dragon card. I'm pretty good on resources. I mean, this dude needs an extra gold, but I think I'll be able to get that or just exchange for it. Yeah, so it seems like probably getting the dragon card is the most important thing at the moment. So get a dragon, guild, cave, dragon, egg. Oh, and the guild is going to get me a cave too. So I'm getting 2 dragons and 2 caves. Great. Let's keep on drawing for some mystical cave I don't know about. We'll get both of those. I know I'm doing this out of order. And then, yeah, I don't really care about the dragons because I'm planning to put other things down. So I'll just get things from the deck. Cool. And that's it. Let's see how we did. So they've got 2 plus 3 dragons that have a printed cost of 3 or more. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So I beat them by 1. Take that, sir. And for the next one, it's helpful dragons. They're starting at 2. And I've got 2. But, oh no. Okay, neither of the ones I'm planning to play are helpful. We'll see if I have any in the display that I can use. And that'll take us to the final round. They can put down another one of the cubes. We're clearing all the dragons. I hope I get some dragons in the display that I can use from the little power I'm about to play. And this is it, y'all. The final turn. And my plan is to play erudite lung dragon up there. And that will then let me play another dragon from the display for free. And then I plan to play Steely Fae there and play another dragon from the display for free, although I got to get that spot filled. And then just run some rows to try to get more victory points. And that'll be all she wrote. So let's go ahead and get, I guess, the first thing out of the way. I'm going to go ahead and excavate here. It gets me... Oh, wait, that's not the one I wanted. I wanted the one that gave me gold because I need 1 more gold for one of the 2 dragons. So I'll do that. That'll get me a gold and an egg. Can't remember if I got my free egg. I think I did. Okay, but I do have to pay 2 eggs first. Boop. And then I can pay 3 things to get an extra silver back, which of course I will do. I don't need these caves. And I do want extra caves to like pay for this cost to get free eggs if I run this row, but I get caves from doing it. So that's 2. And then, yeah, I have all these extra dudes I don't really need. Playing that one and that one. I need 1 to discard, so whatever. I'll just get rid of 1 of these. So there we go. I'm getting rid of those 3 things, which gets me a replacement silver. All right, and Automa loses a silver. That's not a great way to start. And they're moving 3, 1, activate 3. Although actually this one doesn't have a placement, so they're just getting the first dragon and the first cave. And there's another Pay to play another dragon from your hand for free. I don't need that many of those, y'all. Like, I got it. Although, actually, this one's from my hand for free. Interesting. Oh, wait a second. I could combo every single dragon I need. Huh. Yeah, this might be foolish, but it's just so action efficient that I kind of want to do it. So I'm going to entice the erudite lung drag. Actually, no. No, I'm not. I'm going to entice the steely fae, because this will save me a silver. So the steely fae's going to go here. That cost me 2 gold and a crystal. And by the way, I'll do the the nature documentary on all of these at once. Okay, then I can pay a dragon card, the Carboniferous Rockbreaker, and that'll let me play a dragon from the display for free, which will be this crafty Moray. And when I play him, I can pay a resource to play another dragon from my hand for free. So I'll pay one of these milks to play the erudite lung dragon, not wasting a silver. And then when I do that, I can pay a resource. I guess I'll pay a meat to play a dragon from the display for free. And I need a purple, so I guess I have 2 options here. It's either the Perceptive Antil Dragon. It's 3 resources, which would be plus 3 resources. Pay 2 caves to play another dragon. Well, that's useless. Or this one, who's worth more victory points. And plus 2 for every round and bonus on your player mat. Nope, well, he's still better than the other one, but... oh, although actually this one's helpful. What's the swing there? That's a 3 victory point swing, and this one's worth 2 more than this. So I'll take this with the hope that it lets me win the helpful things. Actually, I guess it's a 6 victory point swing. Well, no, that would only be if it ended up making me win instead of lose. Whatever. I'm putting him down. So I could pay 2 Ks, which I don't have, to play a dragon from my hand for free. I don't have any dragons in my hand. So that was crazy. I've just got silver to activate Rose for days now. Oh, I need to narrate. Oh my gosh, it was 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's hear about all of them.
The crafty moray was a common figurehead carved into the bows of sailing vessels during the 17th and 18th centuries. Having such a figurehead was believed to ensure good weather and provide safe passage. In regions where it is native, the long-lived erudite lung dragon is regarded as a herald of wisdom and scholarship. As such, it is often seen on a variety of objects, from ancient family crests to modern company logos. This species became widely domesticated after it was discovered that a strong electric current runs through the Fae, providing enough energy to replace a medium-sized generator. The Dragon Protection Act of 1972 sets strict standards for humane working conditions for the steely Fae. Endowed with extraordinarily keen senses, this dragon has been known to forecast storms and provide warnings of imminent seismic activity.
All right, thank you so much, Michael. Really appreciate you making time for us in this little recording. It was amazing. I'm sorry, y'all. If you're like, Mike, this is dumb. You're right, it is dumb, but so what? But coming back to the Automa, they're still in the game. They're just getting 2 rotations. Okay, that was an innocuous card. All right, so I have 5 actions left, and all I can do is run, run, run. So let's see which of these gives me the most victory points. So this is going to get me... if I have meat to cash, which I do, so that's a victory point for putting it on them. I'll get 2 caves, and then I can trade those 2 caves in for 4 eggs. That's 4 victory points. Sorry, 2 eggs for 1 cave each. And then I also get a guild move and a milk. Just leftover resources and cards and stuff at the end of the game are worth 1 for every 4, so that's terribly inefficient. And lay an egg. So I think this one is probably worth the most, both because of the caching the meat and the eggs until I run out of egg spaces, even if it's costing a bunch. This one, on the other hand, would get me 2 dragon cards, a cave card, a guild move. They all give me a guild move. An egg, they all give me an egg. And then I can tuck up to 2 cards under dragons. So that's only 2 victory points. So again, not nearly as good as this, which should be, by my count, 5 victory points each time I do it, basically. And then this one gets me a resource or maybe a tuck, another resource, and an egg, that's it. And then I can cash up to 2 resources from my supply onto any dragons. Now I could put them on the Cobret, which would then give me a resource back. So I guess that's like 1 victory. That's like 3-ish victory points with the number of resources I'd be getting. But yeah, long story short, I want to run this one into the ground, and then I can look at the other one. So let's go ahead and start with that. So I don't really care what the caves are. So I'm really getting a cave. I'll cash a meat and always get a meat, so I'll have 1 to go back to. A guild move, another cave, a milk, which probably won't matter, an egg, and then I'm going to trash the 2 caves I got for 4 more eggs. until I just run out of egg spots. So let's start with this row. I actually have some decent egg capacity, so this should be pretty good, I think. So that's everything except for the guild move, because I already got, I'll just say I got the caves. And the guild move gets me a crystal, okay. All right, you'll see a lot more turns like that. They don't have a silver, dang it. That's the second time they've gotten rid of a silver they didn't have yet, which means they're probably going to beat me on the playful thing. And then they only go one, though, that's good. Okay, let's do the golden grotto again with one of the many eggs I just got. So again, I can put a meat, and I'll get a meat. Again, I'll get a milk. Again, I'm getting 2 caves I'm going to cash, so it's 5 eggs total. 2, 3, 4, and then a guild move, which I'm just going to get the 3 victory point spot, because that lets me place a cave. So the next best I can do is 1 victory point. Wah, wah. Okay, Altoma's getting a silver, you buttheads. Of course, now they get it. And then they're moving 3, 2. They do have a thing to place. But they're not going to do it again. 3. They're getting the second dragon and the second cave. Doesn't really matter. This is endgame, people. Run the engine into the ground. So I think best for me is going to be 1 more of these, then once each of these, I think is maybe my best victory point play. So this is the last time I can run this one. Again, place a meat. That guy is well fed. To get a meat, I get a milk. 2 caves I'm going to trade in, 5 eggs, and a guild move. All right, I got close. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more spots for eggs. And the guild move gets me another egg, yay. Okay, Automa getting another silver on the playful thing. I think it already takes him past me. And they're getting 2 moves, okay. All right, let's do this one. So I'm getting a dragon, guild move, dragon, cave card, egg, and then I can tuck up to 2 dragons. So I'm going to tuck both of the dragons. We won't care what they are, so just here. Get in there. You know what? Let's let the hostile northern dragon finally get something to eat. Then the cave card's just hanging out with my extra stuff and an egg. So I guess it's good that I have a little bit of room left. And I already did the tucking, so I just get the guild, which is a gold. I have way too many resources here. Okay, and second to last Automa card gets them another silver. And darn it, that's a skip their final turn. They get rid of all the dragons. We don't care. And they move 3. Which means they take 1 more victory point, and they get another dragon. Nice job, y'all. And quick final turns. We'll go here. So I'm getting a resource. I get to flip a card. I hope actually now it is a large and they eat it. It's not. So that's 2 resources. We'll just get more meat. A guild move, another resources, 3 meat, an egg, boom. And then I can cash up to 2 resources. I'll cash meat on them. To just get some replacements for that 4 of a kind thing. And that's it from me. And come on. Hey, they skipped their last turn. Okay, we did get a little lucky there. So let's count our victory points and their victory points and see who emerges ahead. All right, so we'll do the Automa first. They're scoring 7 per dragon because we're not on level 3. 2 per cave card. And each extra step from the last brown space. So like if they had gone here, since they didn't quite reach the next one, they get a victory point for each step, but that's 0. And then victory points from public. Oh, we got to score the public objective. That's right. So they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 helpful dragons. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Dang it. Dang it, dang it. Really, man, bad luck getting all those ones that discard the silver early. But that's how it goes. If they win because of that, I'll be mad. All right, so 7 per dragon. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 7, 56. 2 per cave, that's 8 more. And then 1, 6, 9, 16. So 64, 70, 80. That doesn't sound too high. I feel like I can beat that. Of course, remember, I'm not playing on the highest difficulty, so... Okay, markers on the Dragon Guild. Oh, shoot. I forgot. No, that's right. They don't get victory points from their Dragon Guild stuff. I was going to say they get all these things, but no. Okay, so this one gives me 1 for every regular resource cost on dragons in one of my caves, and then 3 more. So I think this row is the best. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 3, 5, 7, 10, 1, 4, 6, 8. Okay, so that's 11 plus 3 for the other cube. So 14 from the Dragon Guild. Okay, now the big one, printed values of dragons. 42 there. All right. Endgame abilities. I think I only had 1. Or no, that's right. I didn't pick that one. So 0. 1 per egg. 17. 1 per cached resource. Okay, this was the best fed dragon ever. What do they have? 3, 6, 9 on the Cobret. 1 per tucked card. We got 1 there. 1 there. That's 2. 1 there. 3. All right, then the public objectives, 4, 0, 10, 14, and 1 for every coin left, none, and 1 for every 4 other resources left. It should be a decent number. That's 3 milks and a card, And 4, just shy, so I get 2. All right, let's see, do some quick math. 56, 60, 73, 82, 85, 99, 101. I should have played at a higher difficulty. Tiebreaker is most dragons on player mat. Yes, I win that too. All right, so that was Wyrmspan Solo. So how do I feel about the game? I'm not the biggest Wingspan expert, so I'm honestly not like fully qualified to comment on all of the differences between the two games. But I did play Raising Robots recently, which is also like heavily inspired by the Wingspan sort of mode. And I think this one compares favorably to that one, and at least from what I remember of Wingspan, I think I like this more than Wingspan. I felt like the combos were easier to achieve, which might be total lying crud, but at least it felt that way. I like that everything feels like it's rewarding you. Like, hey, you put a cave down, get some stuff. Hey, you put a dragon down, get some cool things. Like, I feel like things just come to you in fun ways. Combos build themselves in fun ways. And the combos get stronger as you get later into the game. Like this thing that lets you get a whole extra action when you put a cave down there. Dragons that let you play other dragons and things. You can have some combo-licious turns. That's one of the things I most look for in Euros, so I've really been enjoying that. And the play is also fast. I've only played 2-player competitive so far with both my 11-year-old and my wife, but they both had a great time with it. I think this might be one of the rare Euros that stays in my house because my wife is actually having fun with it. Now, I'm not sure how the downtime would be with like 3 or 4 players. I do think for a similar game, Raising Robots is better in that respect because it's all simultaneous. But yeah, this is just good fun. And hey, nothing against birds. Birds are cool, but, Peter and I designed a game called Flav and Fag. Clearly, we are into dragons. But even taking that away, I don't know, just these illustrations are so, like, playful and fun. And the little book that goes with it that tells you about them. Like, it's cool to learn about real birds. I appreciate the educational aspect of Wingspan, but I find this so much more full of whimsy and joy than just like an actual, animal travelogue, at least for my taste. So, and my kid and my wife definitely had the same kind of reaction. So I see this getting to the table just because of a theme more, quite honestly. Wingspan is awesome for what it's doing for like real world stuff, but this is more of a blast for me. I also like the silver play instead of, I think in Wingspan it was action cubes. It feels like you can kind of set things up nicely. The feeling of building an engine is strong. I don't know. I am having a really fun time with this. Again, if my family didn't love it, would I keep it? I don't know. The solo mode, well, let's get to the solo mode. The solo mode is similar to other Automa that Automa Factory has done for this kind of game. I think it's kind of similar to the Wingspan system, where it just feels like since you're taking out a random card and then like sometimes they're skipping their final turn, it just feels like it's swingy for swinginess' sake, which is fine. You don't want to know exactly how high or low they're going to score. But also, I kind of wish it was more consistent, and maybe it is. It's not like I've carefully analyzed these cards. But the chance of like this one not being in the deck, where it's giving them a silver, it doesn't have a chance to end the turn, so they're more likely to only take 6 turns instead of 7. They're more likely to fail engaging with you on the objective. If that's the card that's randomly out, that's a big swing compared to... let's see. I guess they don't have any that have both a silver and an X. But yeah, like if this card or this card is taken out, suddenly they're not going to oppose you as much on the... they'll oppose you more on the objective because that card can't remove one of the coins, or they will be more likely to take a final turn. So I don't know. It just feels like they're going to do better or worse in kind of an arbitrary fashion. At the same time, who cares? You're doing the fun part of the game. You're still running stuff. They still take spaces. So you want to still race for those. They compete for these in a way that feels, well, a little arbitrary, at least like it has some excitement and tension because you're never quite sure if they're going to win or not. So it does its job. You're playing the fun engine building of Wyrmspan. You're putting down dragons, doing goofy things, getting your engine running, and they are also there, and their turns take 10 seconds. So that's kind of what the Automa Factory's entire design philosophy is, right? They don't want you to running like a crazy, bot that takes 30 minutes to go through their flowchart. They just want to get out of the way and let you play. So yeah, Wyrmspan is a lot of fun, especially for 2-player competitive. I think that's why it's going to stay around in my house. But I think the solo mode does its job and is entirely fine. If I compared it to Wingspan, I would pick this every time, if only for the different theme. And if I compared it to Raising Robots, which I also said I would pick every time over Wingspan, I'd probably pick this one for solo or 2-player, because Raising Robots solo was like a little bit wonky to me in some ways. It's like a little random. Well, I guess this one is random too. So I guess it's kind of a tie for solo. But for 2-player, I'd certainly pick Wyrmspan, mainly because my family likes it. For 3+ player, I'd probably pick Raising Robots just because of the simultaneous play, keeping things moving. But that is Wyrmspan, and go check it out for yourself. And at the end of some videos, we like to thank our co-op champions, our biggest supporters on Patreon. So I'd like to give a shout out to Minkus, J. Willie MF, and Steve Wren. Thanks, patrons, and thanks everybody for watching. We'll see you at the next stop.